Exciting, isn't it? Well, it's been a long time. It has actually been a long time. Almost a year, in fact, because the last video was released Good Friday 2023. Here we are on Good Friday 2024. A lot's changed. A lot has changed. Mostly more machines have broken down. We've got more water around than ever before. Look at that for a contraption. And yeah, we sort of still progressing forward as best we can. That's all you can do. Just keep progressing. I haven't done any filming because of time more than anything. Like it takes so much time to edit, get content and do whatever, that you just don't get the time. And obviously we're building the house. Billy was relatively young last year. He was only 1. It took its toll, so something had to give, and unfortunately it was the filming. Also, the technology doesn't help. Like these GoPro cameras, they're good at filming when they work, but the battery power's absolutely useless. You get them out, you think you've got a lovely bit of content, and you film, and either the battery runs out within a minute, or you think you've filmed everything, you go to edit it, and then you realise that you didn't have the microphones on, or you didn't press the record button, and in the end it just pissed me off, I'm not going to lie. So hence why there's been a lack of filming. But we're back at it now, still with the same equipment. I'm a lot more chilled. The new idea: get 10 episodes made and done. You could be watching this, I mean today's the 4th of March. I don't know when this will be aired. It could be December, but if it's at Christmas, Merry Christmas. Right, today's job, getting back at it, is quite a big job actually. This old winch here, this is one of the old boys' contraptions, and it was good. It is good, but obviously, as you can see, with birds nesting in it, I've not actually moved this, so it could be sort of all sorts in there, and a bird's nest in there. We've not actually used this for many a year. There was a little robin that nested in there, and we left it alone because I quite like robins. Anyway, as you can see, it's a bit sort of, I don't really know what the word is. Heath Robinson. But the wires have detached. Anyway, this one must go in there. That must go in there somewhere. Does that stretch down? Of course, difficult doing it one-handed. Yeah, I think that one goes in that black wire there. And then they go up there, they go down there, and there's 2 there, and they come down to the switch, which is on the splitter. Well, you know, this was all, we done all this. I know, it's pretty bloody good the way that's stuck on there. And then you either have that or this, but I'm guessing the remote control won't work. The battery's probably had it. But anyway, we can try all that in a minute. But I'm going to put these 2 wires here back up there, attach attach them back on there like that. I don't know which one's earth and which one's live, but who really gives two hoots? Not me, because we'll find out when it blows the bloody fuse, I suppose. And see if it works, because me and Colin have been splitting big bits, and I thought for a first episode back, if this is what this is, be nothing better to show you the splitter splitting these bits. I don't know what that is, probably 2.5 foot in diameter, so probably 30 inches, something like that, maybe a bit more in diameter, but they're heavy to move. Look, I mean, could roll them, to be fair. If the winch idea doesn't work, then we will roll them in there, but why have a winch and not use it? That's what the old boy would say. So just noticed the battery's showing 11%. Yeah, it was a fully charged battery. Anyway, I've done it. So what I had to do was join them back up, which wasn't the most scintillating bit of footage I've ever recorded. So quite obviously that one must go in there, and then because the winch, that's how long ago it was when the John Deere, you know, this John Deere, you can see, look, the dash just completely melted. When that John Deere was there, that wasn't what caused the fire, I should be hastened to point out. Although some of Dad's wiring does leave a lot to be desired. Anyway, it come along there, and down there, because the battery on the John Deere used to be this side, but this is a Ferguson, battery's on the right hand side. So what I done, got a ladder. Well, I didn't actually, I was like a monkey and I climbed up the back of that tractor, pulled the wires over that side, and then I had to do a bit of jiggery pokery there, and then here it is here, connected onto the battery there. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, just bear with me, because I know this is cack, but as I said a year ago, if you haven't got time for half hour of cack in your life, then really you need to get out more. So anyway, back to it, back over here, the winch is there. Let's see if the switch works. Out and in. Oh my God. That's quite unbelievable. That is quite unbelievable. What about this then? Remote. And what I used to be able to do, instead of pulling that out, I should try the remote. Oh, it works. It actually works. You used to be able to press that button. Look, Colin, it works. And I didn't need no new batteries for this remote. What do you make of that?
Very good.
I don't think that winch has been pulled out since before we all got that cough and cold. Yeah, definitely since before the virus, definitely. And that is what we used to do. As I say, I have got footage somewhere of my dad trialling it out, because we did once have it set up on the splitter, but obviously that ain't no good now, and because the splitter's in there. So admittedly it's a little bit slow. The excitement is absolutely, hopefully the cable's long enough. Winches, I always think, work better when you get the cable right out anyway. God, if the old boy's looking down on us now, If he was here, you can imagine what it'd be like. Absolutely. God, I just had some sort of insect land on me then. That's a sign that he's watching. Got to be, innit? Any spiritual people watching? Let me know in the comments. That has got to be a sign. Exciting, isn't it? We're nearly at full capacity. Oh my word. Right, well, not quite at full capacity, but wrap this cable round here. Bloody thing don't reach, does it? So I need to pull it out a bit more. Sounds about right. I think it has got a little bit more on there. No? Is that it then? Bloody hell. Might have to rig something up here, ladies and gentlemen, because I ain't overly sure if that's going to reach. This is exactly why I remember not using this thing. I can remember now. Oh, hang on, bear with. Bear with. Bear with. There was actually a little bit more cable on there. It might have made all the difference, you know. Bloody hell, it's close. Let me pull that like that. Get that cable in there. I should be really wearing gloves really, because you get like these nasty metal shards on this winch. As easy as that, not even breathing, and then stand by your beds, ladies and gentlemen, because we're winching. Oh my word. Look at that. That's wonderful. You telling me that you ain't going to pull that in after all that? Nah, see, sometimes what it is, the remote gets a little bit funny. You have to stand back a little bit, because we wouldn't want that cable snapping and then someone, you know, one of us dying or something. But look, it's pulling it. Pulling this as well. Go on, son. See, most normal people would... Cable come off. All these things were sent to try us. This is a heavy bit of wood. Got a plan. Right, get winching. I do think it'll pull it. A bit of persuasion. That's all it needs, that's all it's required. The idea of the remote is that you don't really want to be too close to these cables when they're pulling. It's tight, Colin. It's tricky. It's tricky. This is a tricky process, really. It's pulling it up its little incline, isn't it? It's the trouble. That's better.
Funny, I rolled it.
Don't say that. It's heavy. Yeah, I know. There's not much I can do about that.
Come up over that.
It's because there's a little bit of a... I think the winch is a total disaster. I don't think it's needed. We did used to have this debate years ago, actually, whether the winch is actually required. I mean, look, that's how far we've got it without the winch, so... Maybe manpower's the way forward. Everything's got to be perfect on this £600 bit of wood. It's whether or not the splitter can handle that. Well, I know the splitter will split it, but you know, it'll split it. That's pretty much the outcome that you want, I would have said. And now all we've got to do is get it into smaller pieces. Well, it decimated it. Within the matter of minutes, we've got it down to manageable sizes. And that's what it's all about. The good news is we managed to split it all up. The bad news is I don't think there was as many logs there as what I perhaps thought there was going to be. I think probably 40 bags. I mean, definitely no more than that. So £160, you know, is probably, you know, if you said 150 quid out of those two bits, which it's not bad, but it's not great. So yeah, the winch failed, but you know, that's what, I mean, it was my dad's sort of idea and he liked playing about with things like that, whereas we're just got to get on, ain't you? But so that's it. It's good to be back. It's already proving a bit difficult because the GoPro just continues to play about, the batteries muck about, and so we go on. I think, as I said, 10 episodes is the idea. If I can get 10 episodes done, I don't think it's going to be the greatest content, but sometimes I wonder whether people just like to watch real stuff, and you couldn't get any more real than this, really. It's a struggle. Every day's a struggle, although the sun is shining, but it's fresh, but the sun's shining. So lots of people kept saying, you know, what's happened to the videos? It purely down to me and just not having the time to film. I think Luke's firm that he works for is a bit up in the air at the moment about whether they're continuing in the contract, so it's difficult for him to get footage. I'll try. TR Auto Recoveries, he is as busy as anything, but again, I will attempt to get him on camera and get some footage. Mr. Tucker, and then there's us. We're sort of coming out of the main logging season now, moving into sort of the plants and things, but it's still got a good month and a half to go. Update on the house. We moved in on October the 21st. It was an infield bonfire, and it's good. It's a lot different to the caravan, I can tell you, but it was just last year having things like that. I didn't have the time because I was building 7 days a week or 5 days a week I was working. Any spare time I had, I was building the house. So, you know, I'm not saying the Uckham Lads YouTube channel is not important, but other things were more pressing. And but now I've done it and we're back, and let's look forward to another 9 episodes or however many I'm going to do. I'll just keep ploughing on. But ladies and gentlemen, I was thinking of changing up the end slogan for Uckham Lads. The only way is up, the only way is Uckham is all right, but it's a bit Essexy. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's theirs. Keep it the same. What do you all think? Think of a different one and I'll say it. But for now, all I've got to say is the only way is that the Uckham Lads are back. See you all soon.